Hey everybody, Dr. Oliver here for backintelligence.com, and today we're going to talk about occipital pain or head pain, what it is, and a couple things you can try to do to alleviate it. If you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button so you get access to our videos as we put them out. So a lot of people will present with pain in their head. There's a variety of reasons this can happen, and we're going to go over a couple different ones today. So your occipital region is the back of your head. It's the back of your skull here. That's your occiput. And some people will get pain back there. Some people get pain in the upper neck where it meets the occipital bone. Other people will get pain that comes around the side of their head or even into the front region. There can be a variety of reasons for this. A lot of it can come from tension in the back of the neck here. So you have a bunch of muscles in the upper neck here that can, if they're really tight, they can cause referred pain to the front of the head or to the occiput. You can get headache type symptoms. These are more of the dull, achy type symptoms that people will get. Again, they can be described as a headache as well. Some people get pain in all those regions. Some will just get pain in the front, some in the side, some in the back. The other things that people talk about sometimes is what's called occipital neuralgia. So basically occipital neuralgia, and neuralgia is when you're irritating a nerve. You do have an occipital nerve which comes out way high up in your neck here, just below that occiput, and it goes up over the head. And if you're getting impingement of this nerve, you can get more nervy type symptoms. This is not usually a dull, achy type pain. This is going to be more of a sharp, intense, maybe electric-like pain, maybe a shocking pain that you feel in your head. It can be an abnormal type of pain. What we're going to go over can maybe help deal with that as well. These are all designed to address this backside of the neck where things can get bound up and pretty tight. So we're going to go over a few of these things right now. We're going to have Leon come out and we're going to talk about them. So one of the reasons we tend to see a lot of this stuff, again, is because the back of the head here is because it becomes too tense. So what do we talk about a lot is that forward head carriage from the computers, from driving, right? So have Leon turn, and as your head drifts forward, you're going to actually see that they get tightening down here. So as the head's here and they drift forward to look at the computer, you actually see a closing down of the suboccipital space. And that causes an impingement here or a tensing of these muscles. Sometimes in the occipital neuralgia case, you can get an impingement of the nerve itself, and that'll give you those symptoms up into the head. Or it's just the tension from the muscle that's causing the referred. So what are we going to do? Well, let's try to deal with some of those muscles that can be really tight. So the simplest exercise, which we talk about a lot, is that chin tuck, right? It's just that basic retraction. So I'll have Leon do that. Good. That you can see how that opens up this suboccipital space. It gets you a nice little stretch here. So this is a great way. Again, we talk about people being too far forward constantly. Well, let's get ourselves back into a better position. So we have you do this routine anyway. If you want to add a little bit more stretch to it, after you tuck it back, you're just going to start to look down, holding that tuck position. So by doing this tucking and looking down, you actually get a better, deeper stretch out of the suboccipital muscles, which will be better at relieving some of that tension. So do the normal chin tuck with a little bit looking down, and you could do reps like this. You can do a hold as well, 5 or 10 seconds. See what works for you and see what helps alleviate it. This is something I have people do that sit at computers. I have them do it frequently throughout the day, several times a day, to kind of open up that space. So we're dealing with the back of the neck. We talked about that being a big problem, right? But we also have to look at the front here. A lot of people are too far forward, like we said with that head, and a lot of that could be due to a lot of tension in the front. So we don't want to ignore that either. So we're going to look to stretch the SCM. So as we have Leon turn to face you guys. So if he were to turn his head and tilt his ear down to his chest, you'd see a muscle pop out here, right here. It's called your SCM. And on people with this anterior head carriage, we tend to see that muscle being overactive. So we're going to work on stretching that muscle. So for this one, we're actually going to have you retract a little bit with that head again. And we're going to have you kind of look up and away to get the stretch. Again, you're looking to see the stretch come here. So as you retract, you rotate up, and then you extend that head back. Yep, you can add a little overpressure with your hand to get a deeper stretch. You're looking for that stretch to occur right up in here. If doing this, you get impingement in the back of that suboccipital and it actually gives you some of that nervy type pain, this might not be a good one for you. But in general, we're trying to open up the front of that neck. This one, about a 20-second hold is a good stretch, and then relax and try the other side as well. So again, he's tucking back, he's rotating up towards the ceiling, and then he's going to give a little overpressure as he extends, looking to stretch the front of this muscle right here. So again, another way to deal with it. So we stretch these two muscles. Now, let's talk about a third option. We can do a little bit of self-massage in those suboccipital space. For this, we're going to use a foam roller. So we're going to have Leon get down on the ground here. So we're going to take that roller and we're going to place it on the occiput. So that bone in the back of your head, the lowest, furthest bone you have back there in your skull, you're going to put it right on there. And then what you're going to do is slightly tuck your chin down like we talked about. Now, the roller should be more on your neck. So from that position, holding a tuck, you're just going to turn your head left and right. And as you turn left and right, you're going to be massaging that suboccipital region. You should feel it just below the bone, and you should feel the pressure there. If you have to reposition, you can do so. So start with your head right on the bone, the occiput, and then do a slight tuck. As you tuck, the roller is going to move towards your neck. So that upper neck, that suboccipital space we talked about. And you're just going to massage back and forth. You could spend about a minute doing this. Shouldn't cause excessive pain. You should feel some tenderness in those muscles because they are very tight. Try these couple stretches and this massage technique to see if it alleviates your head pain, maybe even that occipital neuralgia. If you're having that, some of these can go a long way in reducing the tension and that impinging of that nerve. But try these out, see how they work for you.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and share it with a friend. Also, we'd love to send you 3 posture correction exercises that we've done with Dr. David Oliver. These videos will help correct that forward head and rounded shoulder type of posture that we're all suffering from today. So if you'd like to get those 3 videos, there's going to be a link to get them somewhere here on the video or down below in the description. Go to that page, enter your email, and we'll send you those videos right away.